Okay, let's do this thing. AEW Dynamite review. A lot of big things on this show tonight. So, a lot of stuff going on. Almost more than what we kind of got from the Arthur Ashe Stadium last week. But, still a lot going on in this show. Before we did kick off the show, though, we did have a graphic. The show is dedicated to the memory of Brodie Lee, Rochester, New York. This is where he's from and whatnot. So they did have a graphic for him. We did have CM Punk coming out, making his entrance, that he would be the fourth person on commentary. CM Punk was the highlight of commentary tonight. Let's get that right off the bat. He was on fire. The stuff he's saying had me cracking up half the time, okay? Because, Punk, he's got to do his big victory lap. He's almost like he's going to jump into the crowd, but he did not. But, he did his little victory lap. He went to commentary and whatnot. And like I said, he was hilarious. All right. And I've always liked seeing Punk on commentary anyways. I liked it when he was on commentary in the WWE. And he was a riot tonight. So I've always enjoyed him on commentary. And this was another one of those nights. He was cracking me up. But we did kick off the show with Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy. Both guys mostly over. Me and my co-host discussed this when are people really ever going to boo Adam Cole or get some type of heat? Because even Cole got more cheers out there in Jungle Boy and whatnot. And this is a very good match to kick off a show. Very, very hot start and whatnot. I did like when Jungle Boy did do the whole Hurricane Rana to the outside of the ring. I did like what CM Punk was saying, what a maneuver, what a maneuver, what a maneuver, and whatnot. But, Punk came back, not Punk, but Cole came back. Ended up super kicking Jungle Boy as he got into the ring. He hit the Panama Sunrise, which I'm surprised that wasn't a 3 right there, but apparently not. Cole got him up. Tried, was going to go for the last shot, but Jungle Boy ended up putting him into the snare trapped in. As he got him in there, Punk, what do I keep saying Punk for? Cole ended up getting out of there with the referee getting involved. Cole basically hit a low blow onto Jungle Boy, and then he hit the last shot for the win. So Cole, big win right here. Like I said, to kick off the show. Next thing you know, the Clown Squad, you would say, will come out. The Elite minus Don Callis, which, I look at everybody in the Elite, they damn near all look like goofballs. I'm sure that's already been discussed, except maybe Cole, Giles and Anderson to some extent. I would say Omega, but that's like a 50-50, and good Lord if they give the man a microphone. But Carl Anderson out there talked about this is the super elite, and, talk about everybody in there from the Impact World Tag Team Champions of the Good Brothers themselves to Adam Cole, Bebe, to the Young Bucks, all the way to Kenny Omega, and, Naka, get the fuck off my TV, and Cutler right there, which they were going to give him the microphone, Nakazawa, but they all chanted CM Punk. We got a lot of CM Punk chants tonight, but I did not really care. Omega, why do they keep giving this man a microphone sometimes? Basically talked about the match from last week. That was the greatest match in AEW history. That's cool, but he said he doesn't care. And, he talked about not Daniel Bryan, but Bryan Danielson, and, talked about how he taken him to his limit and whatnot, and that, Bryan could not get the job done, and that Bryan, you have a 0 on your record, and you'll never see me in the ring again. I swear he was talking too long. Danielson did come out, though, and, fans, you all want to see a rematch. Of course, the crowd starts chanting yes. And he said that Kenny Omega does have the balls to give him a rematch, so he called him Kenny No Balls Omega, which the fans immediately started chanting Kenny No Balls Omega. Danielson says, I'll take on any member of the Elite on Rampage this Friday. But Omega says, no, why don't you do it right now, huh? Come on. And Bryan says, okay, I'll fight, but I'm not alone. Next thing you know, Christian, Kazarian, funny how they don't mention Daniels on Impact right now. Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, who was already adjusting the match, so he's hurt right now, and a midget came out to help Bryan, and they all still ran. I don't know why they got the Elite running from the fucking midget and hurt Jungle Boy, but not saying everybody can handle their own, but it's like the numbers game is still kind of uneven when you think about it. But the Elite got out of the ring as fans still chanted Kenny No Balls Omega as the Elite got up out of there then. So, where will this lead to? Obviously, this is not over, and maybe it'll be for the title at some point, but I forgot what they announced for Rampage. Maybe it is Danielson facing somebody Elite at this point. Not sure where it's going to go, but we'll see what happens and whatnot. But Brian, I think he was probably the best part of the promo, especially stopping Omega on the mic. So he wasn't that bad. The Lucha Brothers were in the back until Andrade came in. Basically, Andrade says, you guys got to defend your AAA tag titles. I don't even remember. I think the last time. Listen, I just know they defended them, or did they win them on that AAA Mania show not that long ago? So the Lucha Brothers are like double champions right now. Lucha Brothers accepted the challenge. I don't know. Andrade said, he has some friends who would happy to be taking the titles off of you. Dante Martin and Matt Sydal came out as Cody Rhodes came out, who was booed immediately. Fans chanted Cody sucks. He did come out with Lee Johnson. Everybody said, well, my friend did point out that Brandy came through the heel side of the entrance and whatnot. What can I say about this tag match? Dante Martin, I like him. I like him more and more every time I see him. The stuff that guy does is just crazy sometimes. But Cody, he was booed heavily. People chanted Cody sucks. This wasn't a bad tag match. Lee Johnson did get the win onto Dante Martin. I told my friend Stephen Knight about this because he was surprised people had booed this loud at Cody. Because honestly, I this is not surprising because honestly, I've seen mostly this is bound to happen, okay? Because people have gotten tired of Cody mostly on the internet. It's just we've gone so long without fans. I feel like now this is built up to Cody now just getting booed heavily. He kind of thought it was, well, it was more black people booing him than it was white people and whatnot. But listen, people just don't like Cody anyways. I think one reason is because a lot of his feuds suck, especially some would say after the Brodie Lee one. Look at who his opponents were, from a Go-Go to QT Marshall to that weird one with Pentagon. Cody has these weird feuds. He's in and out of company. He does his reality show, which, is, I guess, happening right now as I'm doing this review, and his game show and whatnot. Some people either look at Cody as Hollywood, and, some people bring back the whole Cody ended racism. I still find that promo bad and hilarious because, Cody, man, he solved racism and whatnot, but here's the difference between him and Dusty, and a lot of people would say this. With Dusty came from the gutter, okay? And he fought to where he was. There's a reason why he was able to connect with everybody, because he was the common man that I would say, I guess, worked with all walks of life and whatnot. With Cody, it's like, dude, you have everything, and you're just like a rich, privileged white dude. Some would say that, okay? I think that's why more people hate Cody, but then again, it's still Cody putting himself over at the same time, too. So the whole Boone and Cody thing, this was bound to happen at any point in time, okay? It's just not happening with this Malachi Black feud because Malachi is over and Cody is not. The best thing to do, some would say, is to turn him heel with Brandy, but when will that happen? I have no idea. Now, Arn Anderson got on the microphone then talking about telling Cody to be quiet, saying that Malachi Black has destroyed the Nightmare family and beaten Cody twice, and he said he's too damn old to put up a fight. And Cody, if someone walked up to his car at a stoplight and demanded him to get out, he tell him to take it as long as he doesn't get hurt. But the difference is that he's Arn Anderson, and everything he implies, like he basically, and I'm surprised he said this on TV, but Arn Anderson said, pull a Glock out and you put it to his head and blow his brains out all over the concrete. So obviously Arn Anderson is about that life on some gang shit and will blow a nigga's head off if necessary. So I'm actually surprised, that I thought that was funny when I saw that. And he told Lee Johnson to come on because at least he listens. And Cody told Cody, I'm done coaching losers, and walked off. So, yes, Arn Anderson is going to tell you now. That must be a really good coach if he's going to tell you to pull the strap out and start blowing niggas' heads off. That is something to think about right there. Arn Anderson, folks, he will tell you to pull the fucking strap out if necessary, especially if someone try to rob you. Which he is not wrong about that. So you got to defend yourself out here, people. Don't get caught lacking. That's some wise words of wisdom from Arn Anderson. Pull the motherfucking strap out. Darby Allin, Jon Moxley, and Eddie Kingston went against Bear Country and Anthony Green. Honestly, I did not care for this match. Sting, I thought it was funny when he was going to go through the barricade, but he was like, fuck it, and just pushed the barricade instead of jumping over it. Moxley, kept his jacket on the whole match. Listen, Moxley and all them won. Sting hit a Scorpion Death Drop on Green after the match. So, Kinks held up a Brodie Lee sign. It was a squash match. You could have put this on dark. I wouldn't have cared anyways, okay? I know they had a promo from Ruby Soho and Britt Baker. By the way, Punk did have on a Rancid t-shirt, which was the band that made Ruby's song. And whatnot. The HFO is in the ring. Matt Hardy and crew talked about, 18 months ago he was supposed to debut in this building, but it was deleted because Rochester doesn't deserve a legend like Big Money Matt Hardy. Good promo from Matt, but I swear to God, I don't care about anybody in this ring because they are damn near just jobbers at this point. So it's hard to care about anybody, and I still think Matt Hardy is not over. Okay, he really isn't. But Orange Cassidy came out then, and the Dark Order came out. Got a big pop with -1. Listen, I know a lot of people complain about the kid being out there, but this is one of the exceptions, okay? It's Brodie's hometown. This is obviously a tribute and whatnot, so you can't say nothing bad about this, okay? But yeah, the Dark Order and everybody went, like, this 16-man tag. Do you want to talk about overblown and whatnot? Like I said, it was a lot of spots. I'm not going to try to name everything. I know they had Brodie Lee's wife come out there, Amanda, with, -1 was standing right by her, with Tay Conti and Anna Jay watching on, because the Dark Order they're still almost like they're about to break up and cannot get along, but of course they got to do it for us, the hometown and whatnot. The Dark Order and Orange Cassidy end up getting the win. The next thing you know, Brodie's family came down to the ring. They picked up Brodie Jr. and, held him up, as they showed signs of his dad out there, and everybody celebrated in the ring. Basically, it was just a very nice, touching moment for Brodie Lee and his family. Okay, so like I said, it's his hometown. The tag match was the tag match. You knew Dark Order was going over. It was for Brodie. Okay, you can't say nothing bad about that. We had a Lio Rush promo, basically talking about he living the high life and whatnot, and get all these houses and cars and boats. I got too many cars in my driveway. I got boats. I got planes, nigga. I made. So look up that. Yeah, he's got all this stuff, but it's all a scam. So I will say this: Lio Rush, at least he's not retired again. So is Lio Rush back again? Obviously so. So hopefully he doesn't retire again, because this dude is in and out half the time. But Rush is back. Money must be hurting him, I bet. But I know he was in New Japan, so I knew he was still wrestling over there for a minute too. FTR were in the back. Talked about, they've lost, but they're going to come back better than ever, so everybody better watch out. Dan Lambert was out there with the Men of the Year for another Truth promo. All three of these guys cut a really good promo talking about Chris Jericho and how Ori Masvidal, knee removed Jericho's head from its skull. And, he's done AEW service, and you will never swing from the balls of Jericho again. Scorpio Sky talked about, he's got the best winning percentages since day one. He grabbed that giant ring, but it's not enough. And, no one paid attention to him until Dan Lambert came along with America Top Team. Ethan Page also said, I've never been pinned or submitted around here, and I wrestle like a champion. Great promo from all three of these guys, but they need some wins, though, at the same time, too. I know they have the anniversary show next week, and it's going to be Serena Deeb versus Carl Sheeta, two women that have not been around for a while. Deeb, I know, was injured. Sheeta has been on dark here and there to what I've seen, but it will be good to have both of them back, and it'll really be a good match, too. Tay Conti and Anna Jay went against the Bunny and Penelope Ford. I'm going to be honest with you. I was checking my dinner. I did not really care about this match at all. Even my friend Steven said, the funniest thing, that the only one that can really wrestle is Allie, which is the Bunny. And here's another thing me and my co-host talked about. If it was 4 blonde women on WWE, fans would complain. If it's 4 blonde women on AEW, which a majority of them are green or could not wrestle, no one's going to complain, though. Think about that for a second, okay? So, yeah, I did not care about this match really at all. I'm sure probably maybe have a nice time looking at them. But, yeah, Anna Jay and Tay Conti won. I don't really care. Like I said, I was looking at my food in the oven. So, this was one of those time to go to the bathroom type of things and get something to drink. MJF came out. Talk about he wants this company to be successful, and he will do whatever it takes to happen. And, he talked about the 4 pillars of this company, the future of the success of this company, which is himself, Jungle Boy, Sammy Guevara, and Darby Allin, which he's all beaten. and he's the greatest. And basically, without him, this company is shit. And he's the past, present, and future. And he deserves to be the AEW World Champion. And telling Tony Khan that there's only top 2 Khans in wrestling right now. And if he doesn't get the opportunities he deserves, he will get his old friend Bruce Pritchard from MLW on speed dial, which they love taking WWE shots. I don't know if it's the same Bruce Pritchard we're talking about. I'm sure it is, but they love doing the WWE shots, though. Darby Allin did come out. MJF called him a school shooter on a skateboard. Mom, god damn, that was some savage shit right there. And he wasn't a fan of him. He said he's the second best guy around. And, just like Scottie Pippen or Sting, MJF is the Wayne Gretzky or Michael Jordan of this company. Darby, basically, since you're not getting what you wanted, why don't you just leave and whatnot? And basically said, I'm the number 1 pillar of this company because unless only one of us has a championship between us two, okay? MJF said, all right, sick burn right there. You're straight edge and whatnot, but let's, if you're so straight edge, let's talk about you when you was a kid and you were drunk driving with your uncle, joyriding, and your uncle died that night. The tragedy is the wrong guy died. More heat out there. Darby basically closed his eyes, I guess was pissed off, saying, I'm not, like MJF said, I want you to hit me. But Darby says, you ain't going to break me mentally. As MJF said, I'm going to break you. And then walked away. Savage shit by MJF. Some would wonder, and I had a conversation with a few people about this tonight. MJF, some wonder, are they going too far over the line with this stuff? Obviously, everybody's in agreement of this before this happened, so everyone's all cool with what's being said out there, all right? And it's some major heat. Some will wonder if it's going too far past the line when you look with the whole Brian Pillman thing and just, Sam Pillman is in hell, or, in this whole promo, we went from school shooters to drunk driving to death. But then when you think about it, this is on live TV, right? So I don't think a lot of people are really going to complain because it's heat out there with MJF. But let's ask the same motherfuckers that wanted to bitch on the internet when Max Caster did his whole promo and was getting heat. But, these fucking marks out here tried to, quote-unquote, cancel him and get mad off of a damn YouTube show that was already taped. But this is live TV, my nigga. So what the fuck is y'all complaining about? That's some bitch shit right there. Think about that. All right? So let's talk about heat then. Maybe you could say it's from the crowd reaction of how it goes, but someone wonder, how far the line are they willing to go? I don't know. But like I said, everybody's in agreement to this. I'm sure they all went over this before this happened, so it's heat. All right? It's heat. But I can understand why some people may have been uncomfortable with the whole MJF thing. Maybe it's happened to them. I don't know. Okay? But some may have not liked it. Some may have thought it would have went too far. I can respect that. But still, it is heat. But like with him doing this shit, you can't complain about Max Caster on what he said. If you do, go fuck yourself. But next, Miro versus Sammy Guevara for the TNT Championship. Damn, this was a great match. I'm almost surprised that Sammy Guevara won. This was really good. I actually thought just crazy spots in this match too. Guevara just flying all over the place. Miro catching him in midair, doing after a 450, kind of slipped a little, but he still caught him. I know Miro got him with the big kick after Sammy couldn't get him up with the GTH. Sammy rolled to the floor. Miro's gonna go for the game over. Miro ripped off the turnbuckle pad. Fuego del Sol came out, but Miro stopped him. Sammy came in and pushed Miro to the turnbuckle then. Hit him with a big tornado DDT. He hit the GTH and then hit the 630 for the win. And now is the new TNT champion. So a huge win for Sammy Guevara. I didn't really think Miro was going to lose right here. With the way Miro's been on a roll, maybe they want to start thinking about pushing him towards the world title. I don't know, okay? But Sammy got a huge pop. He had a huge, all the locker rooms started coming out, celebrating him and whatnot. And they said they would get comments from him after the first break of the Rose to the Top show. I have not seen that yet, so I can't comment on right now because as soon as the show ended, I kind of turned, so maybe I'll go back to see what his comments were and whatnot because I'm not really going to watch Cody's show anyway. I'll probably just watch the first episode and I probably won't ever watch it again. The game show is actually not that bad, but his reality show is probably just going to be a one-time thing, okay? AEW was a solid show tonight. not bad at all. Sammy getting a big win, winning the TNT title. MJF Heat promo, the Brodie Lee tribute, and whatnot was really good. Cody, wherever that's going to go, but Arn Anderson telling folks to now pull out the strap on people. Jungle Boy versus Adam Cole was a very good opener, too. So this was not a bad show. I would say the worst thing on here was probably the women's match, because it was just kind of there to be there, if you ask me. I'm sick of this feud because it's gone on for too long, but it was just there to be there. So that's what I would say about that. But overall, this was still a solid show for AEW tonight. So yeah, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Check out any other review that is up online right now, from Extreme Rules to Raw to NXT, or anything else that is uploaded online right now. Okay, so yeah, other than that, I will be back mostly tomorrow or two for an Impact review and whatnot. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm pretty much done from here. So yeah, I already went over everything. I'm just rambling right now. So yeah, fuck Lifetime, fuck Gerard the Pace and whatnot. But other than that, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Well, I'm sorry. I meant that's fuck you to those people I just said. But peace out. I almost put the wrong fingers right there. But peace. See you then.